Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel for your weekly message. So glad to be here with you all. You know what? I just looked at your sign is already out here, Aquarius. We've got Neptune and we have 12. So, I heard check your placements for Neptune and watch that sign. Oh, I love it. They wanted me to use these specifically, so we're going to jump right into it. Okay. There is someone who's in a position of authority that thinks highly of you, very highly of you. Okay? They are going to be offering you a position of authority because you have something important such as a new job or a raise. So what it's like, this is nothing small. This is something big and significant, and you have never had anything this big and significant. So truthfully, you would not even know how to interview for something like this. This is something that's taken a long time. It's taken some observation on this other person's part, but what they have found is that they are highly, highly fond of you. They watch you being guided. They watch you, in areas of your life, seeing where you could use some help and where you're excelling. They're seeing a lot of good things in you that you're not recognizing in yourself. And they want you to keep going and doing what you're doing, because what I'm getting is this person is extremely busy. Okay. So it's like finding openings in their schedule. It's like they can plan their schedule a year to 5 years ahead of time. You know, they know what's coming down the pike. This is somebody who's got a lot of responsibility. They are in a position of authority. They want to show you the way. They see you kind of struggling and they think it's cute. I'll be honest. They think it's cute where you keep trying. What am I doing wrong? And it's like they could say one sentence to you and you'd be like, oh, what? Really? But there's so much other stuff that needs to be talked about first, that, like there's got to be some introductions and there's got to be some, getting to know each other before that type of talk happens. It's like they want to jump in and say, like, oh, if she just knew this or if he just knew that. Hold on just a second. I apologize. I keep getting interrupted and it's just, one of those things. But anyway, this is beautiful energy, and I wish they wouldn't have interrupted. You know what that's giving me? That's giving me exactly what's going on with you right now. That was an indication of what's happening. It's like you start to make progress, and then you get interrupted by something. Something throws you off. Something happens and throws you off, or people just keep kind of like interrupting you, and just like you can't get anything done because there's no way to set clear boundaries right now, and those boundaries need to be set firmly and clearly. Like you need to set up, a standard and stick to it. It's going to be difficult in the beginning if people are used to just coming at you and getting, having your energy whenever they want. But they don't want you to do that. That's something that's getting in the way of your progress, and that's one of the things that people were going to tell you. This person was going to tell you. But it's like they want to be able to just tell you, and it would make your life so much easier if they could just pop in and say that. But first it's like, hi, I have to introduce myself, but I just wanted you to know this. I don't have time to talk to you right now about everything else, but this will help you. And then they have to go. They're that busy. So they are in the process right now of carving out a time for you to be able to meet. So right now they want you to continue working on whatever it is that you've been working on that's going to lead you to this. Source is saying you know what this is. You know what path that you want. You know what path you have to take to get here. You've been given a few things in your hand, that's tangible that you can start working on now. It is baseline. It's not something that's high level at this point. It's like you're just learning it, but that's where you need to start. You don't have to be a master when this person meets you. You just have to start. That's all that they want. To know that you're committed to starting and continuing and continuing. They don't care that you're not a master. They care that you have the staying power to be consistent. That's what they want to see. All right. And, this kind of split, so I'm going to see what it is. Honor and respect will come to you. An announcement. This is a very lucrative offer, and it feels almost like a moment like this. People wait a lifetime for a moment like this type of energy. It's something you really want, and for a long time maybe you didn't believe you deserved or could have, and somehow God has shown you that yes, you can have it. Okay. Yeah, pay attention to your work. That's what you should be focusing on now. So those interruptions need to go. It's the work that you need to be focusing on. Not that person that's calling you, just like I had to call that two-faced friend that's talking about you behind your back, who's, say, oh, I support you and all, that's what you have it going on, and then complaining about you and judging you behind your back about what you're doing, about what you're doing, okay? They want you focusing here. This is how you meet that person. That is how you receive that recognition and that honor and the money, that gift. That's how you receive that. 555. They're leading you. This is exactly what you need to do. They're not making this they're not being elusive. They're being very upfront and to the point with this. Okay, you're going to, whatever it is, your work is going to help you overcome all the obstacles you're facing right now. Even with people who are, kind of working against you. Yeah. This can happen in this is going to happen in a very short time. All right. News of a birth or business opportunity, and it's a short journey. This is happening. If you've been seeing horses a lot recently, this is your confirmation. Yeah. This is awesome. I love this energy for you. Great, great, great. Good. It's good stuff. Let's see what else you want. My light just flickered with this one, so it's important that you listen. You want truth. You want clarity. You love him, and of course, you'd want him to love you back, but you don't have control over that. You will be fine, but you need clarity. You want him to be in his active and masculine energy, but for this, you need to tap into your soft feminine energy. They want me to read that again. This is the love portion. You want truth and clarity. You love him, and of course, you want him to love you back, but you don't have control over that. You will be fine, but you do need clarity. You want him to be his active and masculine energy, but for this, you need to tap into your soft feminine energy. So maybe you've been a feminine who's more masculine dominant, and it's been your position. It's been your job to step more into your feminine energy so that this masculine can step into their masculine energy. And you know what that means? That's healing. That's receptivity and intuition. This is about you learning to be soft and not hard. And even her look is very soft. The colors, the way her skin is really smooth and kind of glowing. Yeah, because then you have this. We only get to live this one life. Live it for you, not for anyone else. Something doesn't feel right. Don't do it. Surround yourself with things and people that make you happy and get rid of anything toxic. And I want you to look at the difference in the imagery in these. This is where you are. You see this? How she's just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of desolate. She doesn't look as pure and relaxed and peaceful as this person. It's like she's got some worry etched on her face. Her eyes are kind of squinted, like she's skeptical of what's going on. Where in here, it's like you're receptive. Your eyes are clear. Your eyes are open. And, your life is, this is communication. This blue for me is about communication. So this is what you're working through. So you're working through this energy to step into this energy. And if you notice, this has nothing to do with the masculine. Feminine, this has nothing to do with the masculine. Masculine needs to do this too, but feminine leads usually in the twin flame journey. I'm just getting a twin flame vibe from this. I really am. I've had a lot of twin flame stuff show up this week, actually. Wow, all right. So they want me to point this out. So even though you think, like maybe you look like this, you look stressed, you're kind of bare, like kind of blah color, like there's no color to you, just kind of boring. But this is how Source sees you. And they want you to, they want you to look at it like this. Your body right now is indicative of you not having all the answers and having all of the clarity and having all of the healing and things that you need to get to this point. So this is like like if you're a painter, it's like you paint in blocks, you paint in colors and shades and first, so it won't even look like a picture at first, and then you fill in the details and add the lighting and the shadow and all that stuff, the contrast. So that's kind of what this is. It's more of a blank canvas. You don't have all the answers, you don't have all the detail filled in. Like, see how her hair is just kind of plain, but here it's really detailed. She's got jewelry here, there's color here. So you don't have everything that you need right now to be with masculine. This is about a solo journey at this point. This is about you learning to surround yourself with people that honor you and love you, and taking what others say with a grain of salt. And I'm hearing something that Abraham says, what anybody else thinks about you is none of your business. And you know why? It's like Jesus when he says, turn the other cheek. Because Jesus knew if he was looking at somebody with love, and there's somebody spewing hate and criticism and criticism and judgment towards him, he knew that he was only going to attract those low vibrational experiences that match hate, judgment, and criticism. So he held his place of love, and he allowed them to be who they were. And that's what they're saying here. Allow people to be who they are, but pull yourself away from the toxicity. Don't expect them to change and you to get frustrated and waiting around for them, like trying to explain to death why you need something to be a certain way. You're going to have to remove yourself from certain people, and it does feel like it's kind of in your close vicinity, like really close. Okay. This wanted to stay on the table. Dirty offer. There you go. That is cutting out. They want you to be unbothered by this stuff. Unbothered by cutting out this toxic stuff, because you get a lot of dirty offers. They don't want you to accept that. People, that there's something malicious behind their intent. Like what they're saying to you, what they're offering you is for something that's going to benefit them that you don't know about. Look. This is the kind of energy that you need to cut off, that you actually have around you quite a bit, or maybe you communicate with, that you don't realize it. Okay? Aquarius, you can expect to get some type of reward. And we already talked about that in the beginning. Remember, meeting, because you're going to be meeting somebody here, unexpected money. And that, look, major challenge to overcome. I just split right to that. This is the challenge. It is that karmic energy, the toxic people that you need to cut out. That's the energy, that's the challenge that you're going to face when you receive this. So yes, you want this manifestation. Yes, this is all you've been thinking about. And when you have the dream, it's in your mind, it's in your thought. It's pure, it's positive, it's clean. But once you manifest this is going to come with a whole new set of contrasting experiences. So people are all of a sudden watching you. They're wanting to offer you dirty offers. They're wanting to tell you that they are spiritual and like talk to you about things that you're interested in, but really they're not. They're just abusing you. Okay. And they don't want to see you win. It's that you can expect people to come out of the woodworks when you receive this status, this upgrade in your status, financial status, maybe your social status, whatever it is. You can expect people to start coming to you and trying to manipulate you and use you. And they want you to pay attention to these people. Think about, and they really want you to hone in on how they treat you right now, what they ask for right now, how involved they are in your life, how, are they involved a lot? Are they involved a little? Is it stressful? Is it not stressful? What are our conversations typically about? Pay attention to that. And they want you to really watch how these people shift and change when you receive this upgrade. They want you to pay attention to that because that is when it is very important for you to start cutting out all those toxic people. That's why they're wanting you to do it now. So it's like they're making it blatantly obvious and clear to you now who these toxic people are. Because if they just gave you this stuff and they never exposed the true intentions of these people, and that's what you had to go through. You had to go through some, lots of painful experiences over a long period of time to realize the true nature and behaviors of these people that are around you and how they've treated you. That needed to be exposed before you received this money, because if you never knew, they would have ended up taking your money and you never would have known anything about this. So all of that frustration and pain was necessary for you to be able to make a wise decision to set healthy boundaries when you receive this blessing. Okay? You didn't miss anything. It's not that you don't deserve this happiness. You do. That's what was playing out. Okay? Is like people's true colors were being shown to you so that you can tell the difference when you receive this upgrade, who's phony and who's not. All right? I love you very much, Aquarius. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.